Yes, good morning, good evening, good afternoon from wherever you're watching from. Here it's 7:20, 7:20, yeah, in Dubai. Yeah, it's a new year, and we thank God that all is going well so far. Yeah, the new year's always tense. It's always tense when it's a new year, but after January, yeah, the pressure will calm down. When you begin a new year, you always have resolutions, you have big plans. Yeah, so you start thinking about what's going to happen in this year, achievements. I don't have my tripod. That's why I'm holding my phone in my hand, but it's okay. Yeah, I was a bit bored, so that's why I'm doing this live this morning. Yeah, so if you didn't achieve something last year, it's not too late. You can still achieve it in this year. It's never too late. And in life, what I realized, everyone has a potential. Yeah, so if last year you didn't achieve what you wanted to achieve, don't give up. You're going to achieve it this year. Yeah, you just have to keep believing, keep pushing, keep going. Everything is possible. Yeah, you can do it still this year. So, whatever you do in life, hello, Alex. How are we doing? Thanks for joining. Yeah, so everything you do in life, doesn't matter what you do, just keep going. Just keep going. Don't give up, regardless of anything. Yeah, so we are in the new year, and so far on my side, things are too fast. But I'm just watching. I'm like, everything is gonna be right. Yeah, like I said, the new year is always tense. Yeah, but that's how it is. That's how it is. That's what it is. Even if you've been whatever you do, if you're a teacher, you are a doctor, you're a driver, whatever you do, just keep going. Who knows? One day, maybe you can be self-employed. Yeah, yeah. Every heart has a choice. So I believe some people want to be like employed, and you may find someone else they want to be self-employed. But there's nothing good like being self-employed, because if you're self-employed, you don't have anyone to guide you. So you have to guide yourself. Everything you do by yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's one of the biggest goals everyone wants to achieve. Yeah, this year is gonna be a crazy year, especially if you've been doing like something that you don't like and you want to achieve a new goal. Don't try to quit your job. You know what I'm saying? Don't resign until you confirm the new job. Because now the world is crazy. It's a bit complicated to find a new job. It's way complicated. If you have a, uh, if you're employed, yeah, this I'm talking about people who are employed. If you're employed, just keep going. Just keep going. Love what you're doing because that's your office. Your job is your office. Yeah, because if you have the job, you may not take it seriously. But once you lose it, that's it, my friend. Yeah, so hi, Kevin. How are we? Yes, thanks for joining. Yeah, so do not quit your job until you're sure that you have a new job. Kevin saying, no, you, Kevin. Yeah, thanks for joining. Hi, Anthony. How are we, buddy? You good? Yeah, so guys, if you want to like in life, I'm just saying, if you want to achieve something bigger, always we have to start from somewhere. Like I was saying, this year we are still in January, and if you have a job and you feel like you're struggling, or you have objectives you want to achieve this year, which you didn't achieve last year, do not give up. Just keep going with your job. Who knows, one day you're gonna make it. Yeah, nothing comes easy, but you just have to keep pushing. Yeah, guys, if you're just joining in, consider subscribe if you're new here. Yeah, so it's a good year, and we look forward to the bigger things coming up. Yeah, so don't quit your job. Just love your job. Regardless of what you're doing, doesn't matter. As long as you're getting food on the plate, that's what matters a lot. Yeah, I went to different parts of Africa, and I was like, wow. I saw how people are struggling actually. And I'm like, thank God, well, at least I have something on the table. There's someone out there who doesn't have even lunch, nothing to eat. I'm not joking. This is serious. Yeah, but if you have something to do, if you have food on your table, thank God. You are blessed. You are blessed. Yeah, so if you have a job, or if you're doing whatever you're doing, don't quit. Don't quit. Just love it. Just love it. And just keep going. Anthony, what do you mean why? uh, no, Anthony, I'm trying to say if you're doing the job, don't just leave it, okay? Because maybe you could be because of frustration or pressure, or you don't want to keep up with the employer. Yeah, don't give up. Just keep going until at least you have a confirmation of a new job. Yeah. Also, if you want to resign, don't resign straight away. Yeah, you have to confirm that at least you have a confirmation letter, like a signed contract, before you resign. There was one guy actually. It's like 3 years ago, and this guy, uh, I'm not gonna say his name or who he was or where he comes from. And this guy wanted to become a gym instructor in one of the best gyms in town. And the guy, he was he was passionate about working the gym, like a personal trainer, and he was really good actually. He had a very nice body. He used to work out every morning, day and in the morning he wakes up, he works out. In the evening he works out as well. So you know what I mean, when you're passionate about something, that means you love it. You love it so much. He was passionate. So this guy, one day he applies for a job to work as a gym instructor. Okay, before that, he used to tell me, what? My dream job is working as a gym instructor. And I'm like, are you serious? Then he was like, yes, because that's what I love. I never discouraged him because I knew that was his passion. Yeah, like if someone loves something, if they want to do something, don't discourage them. Just let them do it because that's what they love. That's their passion. So this guy tells me he wants to become a gym instructor. And I'm like, okay, but where are you going to work? Are you going to find a job anywhere? And I'm like, okay, keep trying, keep going. So this guy, he kept on applying. Sometimes he could just walk into any gym, random gyms. So when he walks into the random gym, he tells them, you know what? I'm looking for a job. And then they're like, job as who? Then he goes like, a gym instructor. Then they used to tell him, but gym instructors need A and B qualifications, this and that. But this guy never had a qualification about what he was looking for. But because he was passionate, he was committed, he never gave up. He kept on going. So one day he goes to another gym. This time he didn't apply. He just went. It's like a walk-in. Yeah, he did just walk-in, no appointment, nothing, no qualifications. Excuse me. So when he walked into the gym, he talked to the manager. He was lucky. He found a manager in the gym. Then he told the manager, and the manager was like, "Hey, how can we help you?" And then he introduced himself. I'm so and so. I'm looking for a job. Then the manager goes like, "What job do you want?" "I'm looking for a gym instructor job." And the manager was so kind. He said, "When do you want to start?" No, before that, the manager asked him, "Do you have qualifications to work as a gym instructor?" And then the guy said, "I have nothing on me right now. All I have is my skills, no qualifications." The manager just laughed at the guy. He's like, "You're funny." And then the manager said, "Okay, what can you do?" He's like, "I can lift all the weights in in the gym." And then he told him, "Are you able to start today, or when do you want to start?" Then he said, "As soon as possible." Then the manager told him, "Tomorrow, come for a trial, just a trial." The manager told him, "Come for a trial tomorrow." Yeah, so the following day he came, and then a few clients were in the gym already. So, and the manager was like, "Okay, show me, how do you handle the clients? What kind of weights, stuff like that." And then the guy, he started doing it. He did it, and then the manager was impressed. The guy was handling the clients in the gym, and the manager was so impressed, to be honest. And the manager was like, "Wow, I couldn't believe you did it without a qualification." So that's what I was saying. Whatever you do it with passion. And also never judge a book by its cover. So this guy, that's how he got a job. No qualification, has never worked in the gym, school dropout. He got a job in one of the best gyms here in Dubai. Now the guy is so successful, very successful. So this year, the theme is whatever you do it with passion, regardless of what you earn, how much you make per day. Because what's going to happen if I don't love my job? For example, I just do it because I have to do it. That means I'm already discouraging myself. There's no way I'm going to grow, actually. You know what I'm saying? So love your job and also love yourself. If you love yourself, you're going to love what you do. But if you hate on yourself, you just do everything like, I don't care. I don't give it down. Yeah, so that guy, that's how he got a job without a qualification, just because he had passion. And also, don't assume if you walk in for an interview, for example, you walk in for an interview, and then they say, we shall call you. That's not guaranteed that you have the job. It's not guaranteed that you have the job. No, it's not guaranteed. When they say we shall call you, don't resign. You may regret it. And also, when you go for an interview and they tell you, we're going to send you an email to arrange maybe an interview again, or something like that. And then don't get excited still. Doesn't mean you have the job already. No, you don't. So another guy actually, again, I used to know him like a few years ago. This guy, the worst mistake he did, he went for an interview in the hotel. So when he went for an interview, they told him, "We've liked your CV, and we shall call you. Okay, we shall get back to you." Hello, guys. If you're new here, please like this video. Haruzi. Hey, buddy. I'm not your daddy. Excuse me. I'm not your dad. Yeah. So sorry. So this guy went to do an interview somewhere. Okay. So the guy, when he did an interview, because he was too excited. So the interviewer tells him, "We like your CV. You seem to be very intelligent, and we think you suit our position." So the guy thought, that's it. What he did, he went and resigned straight away, which was a wrong move. So after a few days, like 2 or 3 days, nobody gets back to him. He kept on waiting. Okay. He kept on waiting. No email, no phone call, no nothing. And then what happens next? He calls the HR of the company that, "Hey, I'm so and so. I came in for an interview a few days ago, but since then I'm waiting for the email or the contract copy to sign. Nothing is coming up." And then what happens? The HR tells the guy, "You know what? Give us 2 days. We shall get back to you." So the guy keeps on waiting and waiting and waiting. There's no response. You see how this could be the worst decision for you. So the guy kept on waiting and waiting and waiting. There's no response. No email, nothing. He calls again. That's like the fourth or fifth day. The guy calls again. He calls again. And then they tell him, "You know what? Give us 10 minutes. We're going to get back to you." So what happens? The guy receives an email after like 10 minutes, 10 to 20 minutes. He receives an email saying, "We apologize. We cannot hire you for some reason. You've not been shortlisted." Oh my days. This was the worst nightmare. Remember, the guy had already resigned from his previous job. But whose fault was it? It was his fault because he didn't wait. Okay. So before you resign, you have to wait. You have to confirm that the contract copy. Hi, Justin. How are we doing? Thank you for joining. Mika, you like hot dogs? Yeah. Okay, guys, if you're just joining, like this live, please. Yeah, I was saying if you're just joining, don't resign until you confirm the new job. Otherwise, you will regret. Okay? Don't resign until you confirm the new job. If not, you're gonna regret. So this guy, what he did the silly thing. He resigned before confirming the new job. Who does that? And then the employer told him, "We are sorry, we shall not hire you." Oh, okay. Well, I am on my dad's account, but my name is Julia. Okay, hi, Julia. How are we doing? How's the new year going so far? Thank you for joining. Yeah, so the guy resigned. Okay, that's good. That's good. Good to know. So he resigned without confirming a new job. I think that was his worst nightmare ever. It's like they tell you, "We like your CV." I'm good, Justin. Yeah. Sorry, Julia. Yeah, Julia, where are you watching from? Yeah. Me, I'm in Dubai at the moment. And yourself? Yeah, so whatever you do, regardless of how much you make, it counts. Every coin counts, yeah? So even if you're not happy with what you're doing, just keep going. One day, you're gonna make it. Yeah, regardless of what you do, whatever you do, just be passionate about it. So one other guy, they gave him like a CV to have a look at how to write the CV, because he went for the interview, and then they told him, "You don't have any qualification, but just go and arrange your CV. It has to look like this. We want this and this and that." So when he made the CV, he lied. Justin, I think me, I like black and white. And yourself? Yeah, black and white is my fave. Yeah, so the guy, when he went to write the CV, he lied in the CV that okay, let me say he exaggerated. When you lie about what you cannot do, like I'm say, for example, I say I can do that, I can do this, and in reality, I can't do nothing. Pink and silver. Wow. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, so um, when you lie about things you cannot do, these things are gonna backfire later on. Yeah, guys, where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? Thanks for joining, and I hope you're all having a fab new year. Yeah, if you're just joining, I was talking about why you should be passionate about what you're doing. Be passionate about your job. Be passionate about yourself as well. Don't just resign anyhow. Even if you don't have a job, you have value. Yeah, so I was talking about different people I knew actually who messed up. Some of them made it, but some of them they were excited about um, getting employment without confirmation, and they regretted later on. Yeah, so whatever you do, make sure you do it with passion, and also don't rush to resign. You may think I'm the best one in this company. I'm this, I'm that. I'm number one. In Swahili, we say number one is moja. Moja means one. So you may think you are great, you're the best one, but you're not the first one to do it. I repeat, you're not the first person to do what you're doing. What you're doing right now has been done by millions of people, and they have done it way, way better than you think. So if you're so proud and you say, I cannot fail to find a job. I can find a job anywhere, everywhere around the world. Yes, you could, but without confirming, don't quit your job. Don't quit your job. Because once you quit, you never go back. And you might quit, by the time you wanna like make a U-turn, already the door is closed. Okay. Yeah, so if you're joining, thanks for joining. Like, comment, share this live. That's the only way to support me. Yeah, so um last year I was traveling to different parts of Africa actually, just to explore explore how the world is moving. Yeah, it was a good experience. It was a good experience. I loved it. And whenever you travel, don't just see, don't just observe. Travel, learn, and try to remember everything that has happened in your life. Don't just travel, don't just go anywhere and just take it for granted. Yeah, so every single day, if you're a believer, whatever God you believe in yourself. Yeah, guys, thanks for joining in. Uh, my name is Django, and please like this live, share, comment, and of course, subscribe. Yeah, so this year is going to be a good year, God willing. But for me, the most important thing is to be breathing. If you're breathing, everything is possible. And also, thank you, God, because the breath we breathe in and out It's free of charge. Yeah, it's free of charge. So we don't pay nothing. That's the most important thing. Yeah, it's a new year and we look forward to good things this year. Yeah, if you're just joining, like, comment, share, subscribe if you're new here. Yeah, I was talking about why you shouldn't resign without a confirmation. Yeah, if you're just joining, that's the topic. Don't resign without a confirmation. If you have the confirmation, then you can resign. Yeah. And also, you may still have the confirmation, but things could change anytime. Okay. Maybe they may change their mind. They may revoke your contract. So don't get too excited that you got employment. And also, if you're doing a job, okay, if you're doing a job and you want to resign and you want to find a new opportunity, okay, do it in silence. Do it in silence. Do not advertise. Don't make noise. Don't make noise how you found a new job, how you found a better job, because we live in a crazy world, my friend. We live in a crazy world. Yeah, so even if you want to leave the job, just do it in silence. There's no need to make noise. Then don't advertise to your friends. Okay, sometimes it's because of excitement, and also you want your friends to give you an opinion. Okay, but you never know what they think about it, or it could backfire. So if you're to resign, if you want to leave your current job, don't don't get too excited. Do it in silence, because silence is powerful. Okay, why I'm saying this, if you quit, I mean, if you're going to quit the job and then you start telling the whole village or the whole town, and the next day they tell you, sorry, we can't hire you, what are you going to tell those people again? Yeah, so just keep it private. Everything you do, don't make noise, because you never know. Even your best friend doesn't like you. Could be, who knows? So just keep your stuff in private. Don't advertise how you found a new job, how you're going to leave everybody behind you. You know, a human being is very complicated. Never trust nobody. I don't know if you know that song. It goes like, I'm so bad at singing. No one, I never trust no people. It goes like that. I think it was maybe Bob Marley or the late Lucky Dube, like that. Don't trust nobody, even those you think they're your friends. They are jealous about you. So that's why you always have to be private. Be private. Keep your things keep them confidential. Because the more you advertise, I found a job, I found this, I'm going to progress. Who knows? But by the way, I don't know if you know, in Uganda, where I come from, specifically in Africa, we have a thinking. How can I call it? Is it a mindset or thinking or whatever they call it? We used, since we are child, we are kids. We used to know someone's tongue can curse. Even the tongue can curse. Sometimes even the eyes. When some people look at you, something could happen to you. I don't know. I don't know. That's what I know. I don't know if it's true. I don't have any proof. But I believe if someone says something bad to you, that you're going to see someone is cursing like that, something could happen. Even if it happens, maybe it's not them, because they said something, they cursed. We shall see what's going to happen to you. Such things, yeah. So I don't know if in your countries that's how it is, but like in the African culture, African tradition, we have beliefs. Always keep your stuff confidential, private. Why would you even start like advertising? Hmm? Okay, I'm not here to to blame. Even when I was still a kid, like a teen, we used to brag. We used to be so proud, when your dad buys you maybe a video game, when you get something better than your classmates, or if you're going on a trip somewhere. Yeah, I used to do that when I was still a kid. When I was still a kid. But I've seen big men who don't grow. They just grow in body, but the mind is kiddish. Someone is almost like over 30, but he behaves like a 10-year-old. Guys, that's the crazy world we are living in. Someone is 40 years old, or someone is almost like same age with my dad, but he's living like a teen. He's behaving like a teen. Can you imagine? I think you've seen such people. Then you start to wonder, is he okay up here? Oh, he missed a stage. So you start to wonder, you start to ask yourself questions. Why is this person behaving like this? If you dig deep down, there's something wrong. Maybe this person must have missed a stage, because that is very rare. You cannot be over 30 and you're behaving like a 12-year-old or 15-year-old. That's shocking. That's shocking. If you see such people, please do not judge them. Yeah, that could be, maybe they, I don't even know, because someone is 40 or over 35, over 30, and that person still doesn't know that I'm a grown up man. Man behaves like this in society. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, guys. So such people, they would go and start bragging, showing off. I have this, I have this, I'm gonna do this. Such people, I don't blame them, because that's who they are. But if you're in that age, and then the person who is behaving that way, you're almost the same age, similar age, you're gonna be shocked. Yeah, if I see a teen, is primarily kids. If I see one of them behaving that way, I can't be surprised, because that's the age when kids start feeling that they are men enough or women enough. So it's okay for them to brag around and show off. But someone who is almost the same age as my dad, no, that is shocking. That is shocking. Yeah, so back to back to the point, don't advertise what you're doing. I mean, don't don't tell nobody about your resignation until you confirm until you confirm you have the contract in your hand. Then go ahead and resign. Otherwise, if something changes, and you've told everybody about the new job, my friend, you're going to get disappointed. Yeah, let them find out. At least let them find out later on. Maybe they let them find out from your friends, or let them find out when you've already left, or last minute say a final goodbye. But don't try to tell everybody about your new job before you confirm it. Also, an email. Even if you receive an email from the HR telling you, congratulations, you've been hired. You're gonna be joining on this day. Yes. Just be like, respond and say, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to joining you very soon. That's it. Don't go ahead and submit your resignation. Because once you do that, you might regret for the rest of your life. Just imagine, oh, maybe you have a family, maybe you could be renting. You have a family, you're renting, you've resigned. And also, not just that, you have other responsibilities. You've resigned already without confirming the job. You go back home. What are you going to tell your kids? Or what are you going to tell your wife or your girlfriend? Obviously, even if you're single, but if you're single, let's say you're single, you've resigned, and then the job has backfired. What next? How are you going to pay your rent? Now, that brings us to the point. Don't resign until you confirm the new job. Guys, if you're new here, if you're joining me for the first time, subscribe, comment, share, and let me know what you think. Yeah, so sometimes it could be like a verbal. Hi, Abdul Rahman, how are you doing, buddy? Salam, salam, salam. Yes. How are you this morning? Yeah, so don't resign. I was talking about don't resign until you confirm the new job. Otherwise, something could happen. You never know. Things change every single time. And the year has just begun. Keep pushing. Keep pushing that job. That job is so important. Right now, you may think the job is useless. You may think your job is useless. No, it's not. Your job is your office. Your job is very important. Your job is your source of income. Your job is your source of food, shelter, everything. So keep up with that job. Don't minimize your job. Don't minimize yourself. What you're doing is great. If you're providing, if you have people counting on you, even if you don't have a family, and you wake up every single day in the morning, you head to work, and then after work, you go back home. What you're doing is amazing. What you're doing is amazing. If you're joining just now, subscribe. If you're new here, comment and like. I was talking about if you're just joining, give this video a like. Yeah, so every single day you wake up and go to work, you are blessed. That's a blessing. You're doing fantastic. Keep up with what you're doing because it's not easy, especially if you're living abroad. Not just that, you could be living like in Even if you're living in your country, keep up. Don't give up. Don't be disappointed. Don't be disappointed. Don't give up. Just keep pushing. Why? Because you have a purpose. You have a purpose in life. Your purpose is more important than what you think. Don't just wake up one day and you're like, I'm done. I'm done with this shit. No. Don't listen to negativity. Don't be disappointed. I know things could be hard, but do not give up on yourself. Just keep going. One day, you're going to achieve it. I know every heart has a purpose, every heart has a choice. But who knows? Your choice is not my choice. So your purpose is your objective. So, regardless of what you do not give up. And also, don't feel like you're a loser. No. Nobody is a loser in this world. And no one should judge you. No one should judge nobody. The only person who can judge is the Father in heaven. Only God can judge you. No one should judge you. Yeah, maybe you could be struggling at work, financially, mentally, socially. But just encourage yourself. Nobody's going to encourage you. Nobody's going to encourage you. And also, people who like belittle you, maybe they're like, this guy is a failure. This guy doesn't have money. This guy is struggling. Don't take them like maybe they're negative people. You can listen to them. If you've heard them talking that shit, you can listen to them. But that should be like take it like positive thing because they are encouraging you. Maybe they're encouraging you to work not really hard, but to work smart. These are two different things. Working smart and working hard. I could be working so hard, but I'm still struggling. Just an example. I could be working hard, but I'm still struggling. I'm working very hard, but I'm struggling. That's example one. Example two, you could be working smart, not hard. You're just working smart, but you are succeeding. So those 2 points are very different. Sometimes people who work very hard, they succeed. And some people working smart, not hard, smart, just using their brain, they don't struggle at all. They're succeeding. So that's two different things. I remember when I was in high school, actually, a couple of years ago, we were doing, it was a science test. And one of my best friends, okay, let me say he was a bully. This guy was a bully, and he was, whenever he was getting better marks than me in science, I was like, man, you never beat me in this subject. You never beat me. He was like, dude, no. Ab- About science, that one, you cannot beat me. You know how I felt? I was like, this guy, he was my friend, same class. And we were coming from the same area to go to school. And this guy was like, I felt like he's a bully. He's like, man, I'm way better than you. I'm way better than you in this subject. So that was like, okay, it was like negative, the way I felt. But on the other hand, it was a positive thing. You know why it was very positive? Because that was like, he gave me courage. He gave me courage. I was like, okay, now you feel proud of yourself. You're making fun of me. What I did, listen carefully. What I did, I went back home. And then we were expecting like an exam, like a few weeks after. We were expecting an exam. It's like the pre exams before the final exams. So this guy, his words are still running in my brain. Day one, day two, day three. So I was like, dude, can I have a look at your sheet, the paper of the examination, the previous one? Why I was asking that? Because I wanted to see his weaknesses in that paper. Which marks did he get better? Which areas did he do best? So he wasn't mean. The guy hands the paper over to me. He doesn't know that I'm very smart by that time. So he gives me the paper. I look at his results. Okay. Then we used to have like sections, section A, section B. Section A, the paper used to come like in section A. Section A, you're gonna have objectives. They give you a question and then they say, out of four, choose the most correct one. Answer. So that was easy because almost they give you all the answers. So the only thing you do is to select the correct one. Yeah. So section A, I was okay with that. And it was good also. So I'm like, okay, now I've seen section A, we are almost equal. Now I opened the page, one page, two pages, third page. Section B. In section B, there is, section B, story is like you have to describe. They said describe, explain. So you have to write a lot compared to section A when you just select. So section B, I looked at how he's describing and how he's explaining his points, answers, and I'm like, okay, I'm just I'm just stating some ideas that I'm gonna use to beat him in that paper. So I saw his weakness. His weakness was in section B. So he was so good in section A. And section B, that was his like weakness. So I knew where to put more focus. So I was like, okay, thank you. You did good. Yeah, thank you. I handed over his um the exam sheet to him. Then I was like, okay. He's like, what were you checking? And I'm like, nothing. I just wanted to see how you performed your results. So the following day, I went back home, and then uh, I didn't sleep, to be honest. I kept on revising and revising and revising because what the guy said was still like running in my brain. So I kept on revising and revising and revising every single night. And then I knew I need to focus on the section B. That's where the weakness was. Because section B, always they used to give like more marks compared to section A. Section A, because there were objectives, there were just one. Yeah, section A was out of 30, and then section B is 70%. So which means 30 plus 70, that's 100. And then the passback was 70. And then I knew if I put more focus on section B where there's more marks, I can get better results. So that's what I did. I kept on like revising and revising and revising and revising. Then when the time reached, they gave us the paper, the exam. Oh my God, I was so impressed. When they gave us the exam, most of the topics which I read, the topics I read were in that exam. And I started with section B. I started with section B because I knew section B has more marks and takes more time. So I went straight to section B, and then yeah, section B. After section B, I did section A, and then I completed the exam. And I'm like, okay, let's see what happens. Then after the exam, we moved out of we had main hall, and the tables. The tables and the tables and benches, not benches, tables were spaced out, like spread out, like 2 meters away from each other, well spaced out, because there was no cheating at all. Cheating was prohibited. So we walked out of the room, and then the same guy comes up to me. The same guy comes up to me, walks up to me, and he says, "Dude, how was the exam?" And I'm like, "It was okay." And he's like, "What do you mean it was okay?" And I'm like, "It was good." And then he goes like, "Even if it's good, I'm gonna get higher marks than you." I just kept quiet. Then I knew I don't have to argue with him. So the following, after 3 days, our exams were brought back to us. Guess what? I had like way better marks than him. I had scored high, like way better than him. And the guy, when he received his results, his score was so bad. Not so bad, but way below me. And then he came to me. He's like, "Man, again, I beat you in this exam." I said, "You think so?" He's like, "Yes, always I'm beating you in this exam." So I pulled out my paper, my exam, I gave it to him. He's like, "Let me have a look." He looked at the results. He was shocked. He couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. Because, when someone is judging, they have no idea that things could change anytime, any minute. Yeah, so guys, I'm going to end my live stream. Yeah, thank you for joining. And I hope this has been helpful. Let me know in the comment section. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.